Hello, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As usual, thanks for joining, and we'll wait for a few minutes so that if more people are joining, we'll wait for them. We'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start. Okay, now I think we'll start our meetup number 11. Thank you once again for joining, everyone. So, hope we have a wonderful meetup sessions today. So, we have two sessions lined up for today's evening. The first session would be by Pratik, and Pratik is from Mumbai, and he will be speaking on the topic Harbor as Private Container Registry. So, many of you would have heard about Harbor, which is a CNCF graduated project, and widely being used as private registry for Docker containers or inside a Kubernetes cluster. So, and then there will be another session, a deep dive session on the open search part within OpenStack, and that will be from Krishnaraj from Bangalore. So he'll also have a deep dive session and the open search and how open search is used for log diagnostics in OpenStack. So not wasting more time. So I'll just hand over to Pratik. Pratik, good evening. You can continue from here. Thank you once again. Pratik, can you hear me? I think you are in mute. Once again, I will make you the presenter.
Hello, Ajit. How
Yeah,
are you?
one. Yeah, good, Pratik. One second. Let me make you the presenter.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, now you would get your screen share option.
Okay,
Are
okay.
you able to see that?
Yes, yes. I am able to see. Just let me know once my screen is visible.
Sure. Yes, I can see the screen.
Uh,
You
okay,
can
okay,
proceed. Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So,
Pratik.
hello everyone. Today I am going to speak on Harbor as a private registry. So, before starting, let me have a quick introduce about myself. So, my name is Pratik Bapat. I'm from Mumbai, and I have close to 4 years of experience, mainly in Linux, Kubernetes, and OpenShift. And currently, I'm working as team lead in Deloitte. So, that's my introduction. So, like today, we are going to cover like what is the problem, why we are going to use, why people use Harbor, and we will see what is Harbor, what are its core features, why it is widely used, and we will at last we will see a short demo. In that, I will show how we can, uh, uh, push and pull images in our Harbor registry and how we can integrate with our Kubernetes cluster. I'll show a short demo on that. So let's begin. So why Harbor? Why Harbor is used? Like private registry is required. So before I go into why registry is like private registry required, I will is
Pratik, sorry,
anybody
sorry to interrupt. Can you make this a slideshow? I think it will be more visible, the slides.
okay, okay.
Yeah, this should be fine.
Yeah. Uh, is it visible now? Plain
Yes, yes.
slideshow?
Yeah, yeah, it is good now.
Yeah. So before let's understand what is a container registry. So container registry is like where we can store our Docker images uh, securely. So why Harbor? Why it's like private registry are required? So to understand that, like first we have to uh, understand why, like many organizations actually use registries like Docker about Quay, which are public registries. While this works initially, it can also introduce significant risks as our Kubernetes environments scale. So, what are the challenges we can face? Firstly, is like there is no vulnerability visibility. So, whenever a teams pull images from the public registry, they don't know whether the image contain critical CVs or security issues. So that's why uh, private registry is required. Secondly, public registries can also introduce rate limit and unexpected cost. Uh, yeah, so at enterprise scale, so if we have like very large clusters and frequent image pools may lead to rate limiting and or maybe your image pool may be throttled, which can impact your deployments and reliability. The third is access control. Access control, yeah, in the public registry is mostly limited. So, like anyone with the image URL can can pull the images if he has the image URL, and it is also difficult to maintain audit trails and control who access our sensitive images. So, and finally is data sovereignty. So, critical and proprietary container images are actually stored on infrastructure that does not fully control, which may lead to compliance and security concerns. So these are the problems with a public registry. So now we will see what is Harbor. So Harbor is an open source CNCF graduated uh, registry. So like it is self-hosted. What do you mean as self-hosted? Self-hosted means like since Harbor is open source, we can download the source code in our uh, virtual machine or in our infrastructure and deploy it on our own infra. Second, it is Apache 2 license. So like it is a free and open source, so we don't require any uh, we don't need to any maintain any licensing cost for it. And third, it is built on Docker distribution. So Harbor is mostly, you can deploy it as a Docker container. And last is like we can also deploy Harbor on K8s, or we can use Docker Compose as well. So yeah, we can install it anywhere, be it via virtual machine, bare metal, or our Kubernetes cluster. So it is very flexible. What are its core features? So first core feature is vulnerability scanning. So whenever we push images in our registry, by default no scan happens. But in Harbor we can configure Harbor. We have built-in registry, built-in scanner, which is called Trivi. So when we push the images, it automatically scan the images and generate a like vulnerability report. We can see that if our Docker image which we have pushed into our registry is contains any critical vulnerability or not. So this is one of the major features. The severity are like this: critical, high, medium, and low CVs. Then second feature is role-based access control. So role-based access control is like in so we can create users, and we can assign them roles. So some roles are like specific permissions. So suppose if we are using creating a user, test user, and attaching it a guest role. So guest role has specific permission to our Harbor project. So guest has only read-only permission. So read-only means we can only pull images from our Harbor registry. We cannot push images into our Harbor. So this is one of the, like, we can allocate project level permissions using users and roles. Then we can get audit logging. So it also stores each and every activity which happens in our Harbor. So if any, it can be used for audit logging purposes. The next feature is signing and content trust. So we can also uh, like sign our images from a content trust such as cosign or notary. So it creates a SBOM, which is like software bill of materials, which contains a list of like all the packages or transitive dependencies which our image contains. So this is one feature. Then replication OCI artifacts. So multi-registry replication. So we can configure our Harbor registry with other OCI registries like uh, JFrog, under Harbor registry, and other multiple supported OCI registries. So if we want to replicate our images which are pushed in Harbor registry to some other uh, registry, we can use this feature. And it supports OCI artifacts. So we can store images or health charts in Harbor. So all the OCI artifacts which are which follows the OCI standards, we can store it in our Harbor registry. These are the core features. Then let's see why it's widely used. So you can see it's like Harbor has like 30,000 plus GitHub stars, and 688 organizations are contributing to the Harbor, and 170 sites are already like companies are already using Harbor to store their artifacts. And it also the 11th CNCF project to graduate. So like who runs the harbor. These are the companies, Sun, China Mobile, Samsung ADA, Trend Micro. These are the some of the companies who actually use harbor in their production environments. So, like now let's go to demo. So, like here I have a like two nodes, two servers. One is a harbor node and one is a single node cluster. So what we will do is like we will you know tag pull an images from um, suppose a Docker hub, and we will tag it and push it in our harbor registry. Then we will when we push it will run a Travis scan and also check RBAC permissions. Once like RBAC it will it will get pushed to our harbor registry. We will check that once harbor our image is pushed to harbor registry. We will deploy it on Kubernetes. So let me show. Uh, just a minute. So this is my harbor registry, which is the IP address of 192.1. Let
Pratik,
me
can
see.
you zoom in a bit? Will be good to see.
Uh,
Just
uh,
zoom in.
yeah, yeah. Can you repeat? I didn't understand.
Can you zoom a bit? Your ID window, right? Can you zoom it?
Your voice is breaking, Ajit. Can
No, what I was saying
just
is your ID screen, right? Can you zoom it a bit?
uh, this is right.
Yes, yes.
Okay. This is like I have created two servers. Uh, w- one is my harbor registry. So you can see this host name is harbor local. This is one of my server. This in this server I have deployed my harbor registry. So if you can see, uh, netstat hyphen tunlp. Yeah, let me check if my harbor is running. Okay, 443. Okay, Docker, yes. So you can see my harbor is running. Harbor UI is running on port 8080 and 443. I can access it on my browser using harbor.https. I will just try to log in. So when you first time open, you will see this kind of screen. So its default your username is admin and password is harbor 125. Once you log into a harbor, see this is the home screen you will see. In this you can see this like multiple tabs. This is the projects tab. In projects there are two types like private and public. When we create a project as a public, so anybody who has access to this server can directly pull and push images to this project. But if I define a project as private, then only person who has the permissions to this specific project can only access uh, the particular project. So I will be creating a new project. I will name it as app. I will not create it public. I will keep it private. So as you can see, new project is created. It's similar to like Git. I can store artifacts and manage. So now my uh, app project is created. Here I will see a list of all the artifacts uh, which are stored that I will see it in repositories. Then it has many features. You can, check it out. You can go to harbor.io. It's official documentation. You can explore all the features of it. For right now, I will just go to the configuration, and what I will do is like I will enable vulnerability scanning and automatically generate SBOM on push. So by enabling this two features, what will happen is like whenever I push image to this project, this private registry, it will automatically scan the image and generate a vulnerability report and also generate a SBOM for that image. So yeah, and this is the user which has access to this project. So we can just create a user, suppose test user. I will create test at the rate. I will just create a user so that we will use it for integrating with our Kubernetes cluster. Test. Okay. I have created uh, test user. Now what I will do is like I will go to this project. I will add a user test and I will give it only developer access. Uh, let me first give it guest access. Then let's see if we can, change. When we give it guest access, it can only, pull images from the uh, Docker registry. So I have created my repository. I have created a user and assigned it a guest role. So now if I want to, push images to this project, then I need to use this command. I will use this command. I'll copy this on Notepad. So first I will just log into my Harbor registry. So Harbor registry login, you need to provide CPS.
There should be some force or ignore SSL switch.
Can you repeat?
There should be some switch for to ignore SSL certificate in the command.
Just a second. Just give me a second. I will check its documentation. And
Pratik, try minus minus insecure.
Okay, I think that was the issue. I was using 443, but like I should have used this. So I am able to, log into, I've logged into my Harbor registry now. So I will, first like pull the image. Let me check if my image is present. Image. Yeah, I have the image. I will tag the image as Alpine latest, and this is my Harbor registry. This is my project name, and this is image name, and I have assigned it a tag called V1. So I will first tag this. Let me check once. Okay, its project name is app. I will use this. Now, if I want to push this image to my Harbor registry, then I need to run Docker push and Harbor local project name and image name. As you can see, image was pushed. So now, once image is pushed, if I refresh this Harbor registry, you can see there is an image is pushed. It has tag V1 and it is generating a vulnerability and SBOM. It will take some time. Once once the scan and done, you can see it in this file. Similarly, I will again do it for Nginx. I'll first pull the image. Then second, I will use this tag. It will take some. Yeah, it's done. I'm tagging the image, and now I am pushing. Let me check once if it is the present in my. Okay, now this is also done. Like Nginx also is pushed, and you can track what all the activities happen here in this logs section. It will show what activities like it performed when we pushed our image into the repository. So you can track all the activities here in log section. And again, I will go to apps, Alpine. You can see here that there is no vulnerability since this is an Alpine. Alpine doesn't mostly generally don't have any vulnerability because it's very lightweight. And in SBOM, you can see all the all the configuration which is used to build our Docker image. Here you can see all the packages and its version, what is used. These are all the packages which are used in our Docker image and its current version. From there, we can, track the SBOM and also see the vulnerabilities. Now, now that we have seen how we can, push and pull, push images in our Harbor registry, I will show how we can, integrate this, configure our Kubernetes cluster to use uh, to pull images from our Harbor registry. So let me go to my screen. This is my Kubernetes cluster. This is a single node cluster. kubectl get nodes. As you can see, this is a single node cluster. So to first before configuring like establishing connectivity, we need to check if this server is able to able to connect with our hardware registry or not. To that we will run ping command. So yeah, this my Kubernetes node is able to communicate with my hardware registry. Now what I will do is I need to create a secret which will like which I will use when I uh, in my deployment YAML when I deploy the application. So to create that this is the syntax. kubectl creates secret Docker registry, then our secret name, then it has parameters. Docker server in this we will mention our hardware registry endpoint and username. We will the harbor's user and its password in Docker password. With this command, we will create a secret first. Let me check if I am able to see that secret. Create secrets. Harbor secret. Yeah, it creates a Docker config JSON. So we can use this secret to in our deployment YAML to pull images so that when we pull image from harbor registry, it will fetch the credentials from this secret and connect with our harbor registry and pull the images securely. So first I have created secret. Now I will create a deployment. So this command is used to create a deployment. kubectl create deployment. I will create an Nginx app. Image I will be using this harbor local. So project name here is app. I will use app and or Nginx image name and its tag. I will have only one replica and I'm generating a YAML first before. Yeah, so YAML is correct. Nginx app dot YAML. So in this Nginx app YAML, you need to use the uh, use our secret image full secret. So this is the syntax in our yeah. Now I will just deploy my application. Hyphen I. Okay, there is some syntax error. So let me use some ChatGPT AI to fix this error. Mostly, I think this is the error, and this should not be how it should be used. Let's use Copilot. Okay, it should be used in image text section. Now it should work, I guess. Let us check. Yes. So if we see that, if we now we can see that our we have deployed our application. We should see our pod is up and running. If it's able to pull images from it. So I think there is some issue. So let us check what is the issue. Yes, deployment, deployment name. Okay, I got it. Since this is a Kubernetes control node, control plane. This CTL, if you see, this is a single node cluster, and you can see that it contains this role. So we have to remove this tent. Sorry, this is the tent. We have to remove this tent. To remove tent, uh, let us check. Uh, node. This is the command. You can just use it in node. What is our node name? Mm, Yes, CVN. Mm, What was the tent? Schedule. Okay. Now my deployment should come in running state. Let's wait for a few seconds. Deployment. Wait for. Now we are seeing this issue. Let's troubleshoot this issue as well. Describe for Unix. Hmm. So tenting, I need to take rollout restart of this deployment. Then it will fix Unix app. This is my deployment name. ATL, yeah, deploy. Now it's different error. Let's see what is the error now. Unauthorized access to the repository. Let me check CTL status only is inactive. Let me check the secret which we had created. Is correct. Next, let me check if anything got triggered here. But 34, anything, nothing was triggered. Access. Uh, let's check. Then also I'm using correct. Let me check. I'm able to, pull. Yes, we don't have. Think we need to do some additional configuration for HTTPS. So I think that's the issue. I have configured like Harbor with HTTPS, and here I am getting this error while pulling from this. I have installed some configuration error, like configuring the Kubernetes cluster. So let us check if we can solve this error.
I think try that switch which I hyphen insecure in your command.
Uh, in hyphen insecure.
Try that. I'm not sure.
It works in Docker, but I am not sure if it will work in. Let me try using the IP if I am able to get it. 192.168.1.10. I use OTT. Okay.
No, no, just copy paste that with the error. Just copy paste that command with the error. Handshake error.
Okay, okay.
Just
This
copy
one,
paste.
right?
Yes, yes, yes. Completely copy
Yeah,
paste.
yeah. Let's see. I am using Cryo. Cryo. Okay.
See that insecure is equal to true. You can add that.
Okay. Let me see if I'm able to find that. Cryo.honor. This is my Cryo. Okay, it's telling me to create a directory. This directory is telling me harbor, harbor dot local, harbor dot local. Okay, let's try this. CTL describe secrets. Let me check if this credential are correct. 64-D. Or JSON. Okay. You need to create UTC containers. Then you have to create or JSON to pass this. Now let me try. I try to use it. This is also not working. Hmm, using which to use this. Okay. Start. Hmm, statement G. What is this? Uh, 64 SNG. Um,
Pratik, I think in the interest of
mhm,
time, we should proceed.
mhm.
I think it will take time,
Yeah, yeah,
so better
yeah.
we. You are trying to
Yeah,
push the
yeah,
image, right?
so so like for this Kubernetes, I think there is some configuration issue. So after fixing that, once we are able to connect with the Harbor registry, we can pull images in our Kubernetes deployment. But due to some configuration issues, I guess we are stuck.
No problem. No, no worries. Live demos
Ye-
is bound to happen.
Yeah,
No issues.
yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. I think that's it from my side. I just wanted to show like demo or we can integrate it with Kubernetes.
Sure, sure.
I think, yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Pratik. Any questions for Pratik on Harbor or any other parallel or similar applications which you guys might be using already?
Can you repeat? I'm not able to understand.
No, I was just saying, is there any questions for Pratik? Is it only Pratik is not able to hear me, or others are also not able to hear me?
Mm, Anybody else is not able to, chat also. So that's why I think they are not able to ask the questions.
No, no, no. So
That,
they are typing. I think only you are having problem. I think everybody is. Are you able to see the chat?
uh, I am able to see the chat, but I am not able to type anything.
Okay, something is missing for you. Anyways, nobody has questions for Pratik. So Pratik, if people want to connect offline with you, uh, probably you can
Yes,
share.
yes. Like if
Yeah,
Yeah, I will share my LinkedIn with Ajit. You can share it here.
sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Pratik. So I'll share
I
it with.
shared you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, sure. I'll share it with everyone. 1 second.
Okay, okay. Sure.
Meanwhile, I think if no questions for Pratik, people can connect with Pratik anyways offline. And here is his LinkedIn profile. And once again, thanks Pratik for taking your time for today's meetup. It was a good session. Though demo was not complete, that's okay. That happens in live demos always. So
Yeah,
everybody faces
sure.
this glitches. So never mind.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next session of today, and that would be from Krishnaraj. Krishnaraj, you can take over from here.
Yeah, let me say everything.
Yeah,
You guys able to see my screen?
yes.
So, hello everyone. My name is Krishna Raj. I'm working as a cloud engineer in a company, Microsoft is competing for last 2 years. So mainly work in OpenStack related things and deployment and profile plant many services. And in this, I'm going to talk about OpenSearch. It's a more interesting service in OpenStack. Um, Today's agenda is we'll talk about a minimal amount of what is OpenSearch and high amount of what OpenSearch role in OpenStack and what's the architecture and the data flow from OpenStack to OpenSearch and some features under OpenSearch and how we're going to integrate the OpenSearch to the OpenStack environment and deployment, scaling, and what are best practices for the administrator to monitor the logs and everything. Let's start with what is OpenSearch. See, Open is nothing but open source search anti-crack engine, which is forked from the earlier old project called Search from Amazon. So which helps to store and structure non-structural data in open search to provide a full text search and aggregations. So user can store million number of data and open source provide a more convenient way for the user to visualize the data and everything. And the open is mainly used for logs, metrics, and dashboard. So it will be more useful for the administration and the troubleshooting team, which using the OpenStack as a cloud environment. So why we use OpenStack? So OpenSearch OpenStack is consist of multiple services. So even a minimal setup of OpenStack contains a port service in each node, and the service which creates millions of logs even in a day, and that will be stored in its dedicated node. So if anything happens or any issue happen in the cloud setup, for administrator to find out the issue, he had to log into each and every server individually to find out the problem that had happened there. So here where the options comes in to make it is more easy to for admin to find out the issue. So what Opens does is it collects logs from every services in every nodes and centralizes it and provides us a dashboard with the ability to create a visualization, filtering, and much uh, features here. Feature. We'll see in the next slide what the features will be in the open source and what are the comments of OpenStack and OpenStack. Uh, First, we'll go with cluster. Cluster is nothing but the collection of nodes in an OpenStack environment. So the OpenSearch have two components in OpenStack. Opens two services, which is OpenSearch dashboard as a service, and next we have OpenSearch as a backend. This backend service will be running in every node, so not every node, only the control nodes. So OpenStack have to pass the logs to the backend and opens dashboard, which takes the log from the backend and displays for the user. And node is a single OpenStack node. And in text, like database, like we have database. So like in MySQL, we have a database. Here we use say is index. So every log is created by day will be stored in one index. In one index, and document nothing but a small unit of index and short. Short is parts of index. When index is teaches a higher amount of size, to make it access easily, it will be divided into sorts. for the clusters to access the logs frequently, and the replica is nothing but a copy of a star. It takes a copy of star and distributes across every nodes for the high availability. And tell you how the data flows to the OpenSearch from OpenStack. OpenSearch just displays the data created from the our target. We have to push the logs from to the OpenSearch. Now, just OpenSearch alone doesn't take the logs automatically. We have to run one service in the cluster which pulls the logs from every services and pass to the OpenSearch. Here in OpenSearch we use Fluently. It does that job. It takes every log which is created by the every service will pass by Fluently, and we have a configuration there that water loss comes here, we need to pass to the OpenSearch. And likewise, for OpenSearch, we use Fluently. If they have another application, you have to use your own log transfer application to space in the OpenSearch. And the logs which are sent by the Fluently will be indexed in the OpenSearch in a name called log. In OpenSearch, by default, when we set up a OpenSearch, the index default name will be flog. Each day, one document will be created for the service. I will tell you later. I will show you the picture of the index creation page. You can see that. And once the index is created in the dashboard, we could use that the index to create visualization, like how many logs created by the single node, or how many logs created by these services, how many error logs, how many info logs, how many warning logs will be secreted and displayed in its dedicated dashboard for a better visualization. And what are over services which is exactly indexed? These are the core open services. So, case which logs are mainly important. Here we have a keystone, which is the authentication authorization manager of the OpenStack. Its job is to authenticate and authorize the user based on their roles and permissions. And then next we have Nova, which is provides a communication support to the OpenStack, which tracks the instance creation, deletion, and other related operation that according instances. And next we have Neutron with the SDN, how to define networking service in OpenStack. Here here comes a creation of network, list of network, router, subnets, floating IP, traffic passing between instances. These logs are will be passed by the neutron. And sender is a block storage the service of the OpenStack. Glance nothing but the image service stores uh, mutable images, and Swift if you have is a object storage service. It's used to store objects. And Horizon is the dashboard where we have access to every services listed above, and other sub services will be the logs will be taken from the Fluent and passed to the OpenSearch for the user to view. Safety analytics here. We talk about the functionality under the OpenSearch, which makes it unique and optimized. See, let's put example. A user login, another is login in try to log in the dashboard, or any backend services you can fail or some other reason because of the network package drop, or how can some other issue. And what you're going to do is you're going to take particular service, and what kind of error is the error or warning info, and time period. We're going to set the time period, in which time period it happens. We'll go to set a filter. It will be filtered and will show these are the requests it be sent in this period of time. And these are the error messages. These are the warning messages sent in this timeline, and which will help administrator to figure out the reason behind it. And they will counts of the logs, fail, how many error logs, info logs, and so on and everything. Yeah, it's using for root cause analysis and incident response. And usually production level infrastructure, some company they have their own OpenSearch setup which I have considered, or OpenSearch itself provides option to include OpenSearch in the OpenSearch deployment. If you don't want to use the OpenSearch, if you do want to use the deployment you have in your industry, you just need to contact OpenStack to pass the logs to that OpenSearch, which were defined in your mhm, the data center. Yeah. Or if you want to use the OpenStack OpenSearch service, you need to enable the OpenSearch in the file and will deploy it automatically. OpenStack creates the index and policies for the services and the OpenSearch, and it automatically passes the log to the OpenSearch. All we need to do is just log in and create one index, and we'll see the logs for listing in the OpenSearch. High availability scaling. Uh, in a personal level deployment, we must have multiple nodes. So OpenSearch will be distributed in along every controller node. So even if one node goes down, the replica will be taken in every other node. You can able to access the logs in other node. Yeah, that's the main thing about high availability. What are best practices to set up a OpenSearch cluster in a production level setup? We have to separate master and data roles for protection and use SSL certificate to pass requests from one place to another and to monitor the health of each node based on their usage and performance and document the each and every day logs and ah, and setting up a alerting system which takes logs of from every day and will pass to the administrator via email. So from this session, we understand why open is most important in the product level OpenStack setup, which provides a very convenient way for administrator to troubleshoot the problem issue which will happen in the OpenStack environment. And like our old way of troubleshooting, it's a big headache process. And yeah, it centralizes the logs from every server in one dashboard, which gives a better visualization for user to troubleshoot the problem in the cluster and easy way for researching, monitoring, troubleshooting, and has ability of high availability which scales horizontally in the different nodes. Currently, I don't have any OpenStack. The OpenSearch topics running, but I do have a application which has some images of OpenStack. I'll show some thing. Mm, If you are familiar with the Ansible open deployment, you would have known if you want to enable OpenSearch, you have to enable the service center logging in the Clovis OML, and all you need to once the that is done, we'll deploy the OpenSearch in the OpenSearch deployment, which will automatically pass by deploying it. OpenSearch automatically creates its own index and pass its logs to the OpenSearch. Here you can see we have two services running here. OpenSearch is a backend which has the logs of every services, and it passes to the dashboard, which is above there. So just the testing command of OpenSearch. Uh, see, once you log into the OpenSearch dashboard, it will ask you to create one index. By default, OpenStack uses
Krishna,
the.
Krishna, can you close that content pane
Oh yeah, okay.
and zoom a bit? No, on the left side, the content pane, right? You can
Yeah, okay.
and you can zoom in a bit.
Once you log into the OpenSearch dashboard, you'll be asked to create one index. By default, an index will be already available by the OpenStack. Once you create an index, in the side menu we have a option called Discover. Go there and select your index, and you can see the each and every logs and every payloads and every request which sent by the user will be visualized in a very convenient way, graphical each and every hour, every day. We have a filtering of time here and the search ability, which add filter like we have a log word. Okay, let's see horizon is error. It's a default query. If you put that filter here, it will filter and show what are the error happen in the horizon service here. And if you want to create your own visualization like dashboard, to go to visualization. Inside we have a option called dashboard, and in there we have a option to create your own visualization. And here you can choose your own visualization type. Whether you want an area based on the data you're gonna show. I'll go see. And after the setting the visualization, it will ask you to select one index. This log is our OpenStack index. In the index, we'll use that. And once that's done, it all ask you to select the fields which you want shown in the graph. Say in the diagram. Here you can see here I have three nodes: SCA2, SCA1, SCA3, and it's displaying based on the logs created by the host. From here you can see SCA2 creates the most number of logs, and then come SCA1 and SCA3. Likewise, you can create for separate for the service level and user level, and many options are there, but I couldn't show it the dashboard because of some reason here. Sorry. Yeah, here I have created one graph for service level. So a service level. Nova zone is a container service, Magnum's cluster service service. Yeah. This service level diagram. This is a host level logs diagram. Yeah, this are advanced features available in open dashboard. You can schedule a report. You can set a time and send this report to the administrator, and you can even have a alerting system there. If anything happens, send the alerts to the particular person through via email and more. Yeah, this is all about the open search and the benefits of using open search in a press level environment, not only for open stack and also for other applications. So if you guys have any question, you can ask me now.
Thank you,
That's
Krishna.
all. That's all from my mind.
Thank you, Krishna. That's also a good informative session. So open search definitely helps in this large scale deployments for sure, where you have multiple running components in OpenStack. So everybody knows that so many services running, it will be very difficult to find out or pinpoint the issue. So in that case, OpenSearch definitely is helping a lot, uh, and structuring the unstructured logs and bringing out nice insights. So definitely, anybody who already working in OpenSearch, OpenStack and OpenSearch together, anybody else, or maybe you have better visualization tools for log aggregation or no problem. So, if you wish to ask any questions, please do so. You can even type it in the chat window, or if you would like to connect with Krishnaraj offline, that's also fine. We'll share the or Krishnaraj, can you just share your LinkedIn profile? Probably it will be helpful for people to connect offline.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
couldn't able to type in chats. Hmm.
okay. I'm not sure. Oh, one second. There's something missing in the meeting settings.
Yeah, I don't able to type in the type in the
Okay.
chat.
How come some people are already typing it? Only for few people.
Still, which who are presenting the
Okay, maybe.
session, they are unable to type this.
One second, one second. Let me move. Can you try now? Typing. Are you able to type now? No? Hello? Krishnaraj, can you hear me? Others, can you hear me?
Ah,
No, no,
now it's
some
enabled.
hearing strange. Okay, you can just
Oh,
copy
only
your.
chat is disabled for me now. I can mic is enabled, but the chat is disabled.
Okay, I don't know what is happening here. One second, let me. No idea. No problem. You can just ping me in the WhatsApp. Then I'll just copy paste.
Ah,
Okay, I am sharing the LinkedIn profile of Krishna in the chat. So if anybody wants to catch up with him offline, please do so. Okay, thank you, Krishna. That was a good session. Pratik also, it was a good session. So this two sessions were lined up for today. and we are done with it. So let me just before anybody has any other questions beyond these sessions? Else I'll take 2 more minutes uh, and then wrap up the call for today. Okay, as usual, no questions. Let me share my screen and hope my screen is visible now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So it's the same thing from my side. As usual, the same request. So we have been doing this monthly meetup, and every time it is virtual. And we did try physical event in September last year. That was for an open stack 15th birthday celebration. And then last month we did have a physical meetup in Mumbai, which was in the sidelines of KubeCon, where Openinfra did co-locate with that event with KubeCon. Uh, and we had a very good number of people who turned up for our dinner meetup on the sidelines, and that was on the second day of the event. And we almost had 180 plus people. That was a very good turnout, and we had opportunity to meet many people and speak to them, understand what they were doing, and all those things. So they were from various places across, not only from Mumbai, and it was very good event. And we thought, okay, we should be continuing this and see that we have more events in coming days. Uh, Ultimately, that is the aim. So we have to have this event with consistency. That is the key, and we're trying hard to have this event without much of breaks or gaps. And for that to happen, we need a great pool of speakers. That is very, very important. So my usual request is anybody who wants to share their a work experience, troubleshooting experience. It could be a small or a big topic, never mind. So our generally our sessions are like 20-minute sessions, not big, lengthy, boring sessions. 20-minute sessions, quick sessions followed by Q&A. So anybody who wants to share their experience, obviously that would be some information which others would be looking for at some other part of the world, and that would be a great help when you share some knowledge, your knowledge or experience with them. So we want to encourage people to come up, ask questions, speak in these events. Uh, Definitely, we are not looking for only lengthy, big, deep dive topics. It could be a simple troubleshoot scenario also. That would be helpful for others. So once again, I would request everyone to share this information if, among your friends and colleagues, and try to onboard as many people as possible. The reason why I'm saying is, uh, I just wanted to speak about various open infra events that is happening across the globe. In July, just now, last week, there was a new Open Infra Day event that concluded in Vietnam. And those who are following Open Infra page in LinkedIn, all they would have seen it. And you can see in August, there is a day, Open Infra Day happening in Nigeria, and followed by that there is an event in Korea. So there most of them are co-located events. You can see it is co-located with KCD and CEF, like that. And after that again there is an open infra day in Canada. This is the whole events calendar for this year. And in September, there is a KubeCon event again in China, Shanghai, and that is also a co-located event. So many people are participating in that event. I'm sure these such events definitely would help us in opening up many perspectives, listening to others and all. So as a community, everybody are uh, consuming the open source, and definitely it becomes our obligation to give back to the community. It could be in any manner, you as a speaker, as a volunteer, and many other roles. So our goal in India user group is to have the Open Infra Day first, which would be a one day event, and then followed by a Open Infra Summit. Okay, so Infra Summit should be a 2 day or 3 day event. So we would like to take step by step approach. So we had this meetup last month, which was a very good experience, and it was also a test dose to see how many people turn up. And we did see there was a lot of interest, and we want to continue that so that we have a strong volunteer team which can easily pull up a event, a 1 day event or a 3 day event without any issues. Because there are many things when you say an open infra day or open infra summit, starting from the call for papers, selection of abstracts, calling the speakers, calling the delegates, creating the web page, and social media, handling the social media marketing, and there are so many things to be done. And all these things can happen only if we have a very strong team of volunteers who are dedicated and having a lot of interest in contributing to such activities. So that is my request to everyone. Please do share and do participate in this community events. Every month we are having this meetup, and we'll try that there is no gap coming in between our events so that we maintain this consistency, and we achieve this goal of conducting open infra days within this year. So a day's event, even if it is, if we have a 3 months ahead, we can easily pull out a 1 day event, and probably in 2027, we should be able to conduct a 3 day conference uh, as a summit in India. So that's the ultimate goal. So please do share and bring up your friends and colleagues also, and uh, so that we become a stronger community in India. You can see this event list itself. You can see there are small, very small countries who are conducting such events. India being so many, having so many contributors in software, open source software, many projects. It should be across Open Infra or CNCF or any other open source projects. The number of contributors is like phenomenal. But when it comes to projecting that, we are good at contributing, yes, good, but we have to project that back, saying this much of contribution is coming back. So for that, definitely such events are helpful. So as large country with so many contributors, we should definitely have these events in coming days. That's the ultimate goal. Thank you. So that's it from my side. I just wanted to share the same story. I repeat every week. Once again, thank you all for attending today's meetup, and I hope to have you in next meetup also. So every month, last Friday, if Friday come falls on a holiday or something, probably we may try to have it on a Thursday, one day before that, something like that. So whatever it is, but we'll let people know in advance so that people can make themselves available for the event. So once again, thank you and have a great evening and a great weekend. Thank you all.
Thank you.